Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to share my simple trading plan including my full analysis, entries, profit targets no matter if the market goes up or if it goes down. So make sure you watch until the end so that way you can capture all of this free information to help you become a better trader. Now let's hop into a US 30 and as you can see, this was the analysis from last week. There was a lot of choppiness here. So I didn't really trade that. The clean move was here, but I was taking a trade on gold at the same time. So I didn't want to have that much capital in the market. But let's see what could possibly come up for this upcoming week. So let's start on the weekly. Let's go ahead and clear all of our drawings. I do have an alert. I think, yep, I am going to keep that. So let's go ahead and zoom in. Okay. All right. So let's look at this right here. So one of the things that I like about this already is the fact that there's a nice support here. And I'm drawing this because this has a rejection here, 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 and here. And we're on a weekly time frame. So it's going to be a really strong confirmation. So I like that support level here. And then another thing that I'm going to draw is a resistance level right here, right at the very top. So price has been, or we've been drawing this resistance out for a few weeks now. Price has not even gotten anywhere close to it. So we're going to focus our attention in this area right here where price is actually at. Not to say that price can't push up. With a lot of volume, as you've seen in this market before, anything can happen at any time. So let's go ahead and go down to the daily time frame. Let's readjust our levels. All right. So I am going to make this a little bit slimmer here. This level was drawn at 38,500 roughly. We're going to make further adjustments as we go down. And then this level was drawn pretty much right at 40,000. So on the daily time frame, here are all those wicks that we saw on the weekly time frame. I am going to draw another level down here, roughly at 38,000 flat, because we have a nice support here, and then we have this really strong bullish engulfing candle. So definitely want to see how price reacts if it comes back into the zone. And another thing that I am seeing, I don't know if I want to, yeah, let's draw it on a daily. So I was trying to debate whether or not I want to draw this on a daily. Can't talk. Draw this on a daily or the H4. Let's just go ahead and draw it here. I'm seeing another nice support, another really strong bullish engulfing candle right here, right around 38,770 zone. So let's go down to the H4 time frame. Reset our views so that way we can actually see what is happening. And I'm going to save this just to make sure I don't lose any work. All right, so this, I'm fine with this. This is okay. One thing I do see that is standing out, we see these candles just kind of printing side by side, and then it also kind of looks like there's a line where basically they open and close pretty much at the same area. So that is telling me that that is a strong level, so we're definitely going to mark that off here on the H4 time frame, and this is right around 39,160. And if we were to hover in the middle of this area, we could look left and we could see that price rejected here in the past before. So it's no surprise to me that price is rejecting right here at this present time. But with enough volume, it could push past that. So I do want to mark that off. And then, let's see, if you want it, you could actually drag it over, just so that way you can look. I mean, it's not too intrusive, so I'll keep it this time. So let's go ahead and make this line smaller, right around 38,770. Let's see, I am going to adjust it. You can clearly see all of these wicks right here in this area, which makes it a nice support level. And then this level right here, I am going to move it down. And I am going to adjust this like so. This is at 38,459. You could just say 460. And this is a really interesting level, especially because we have a nice support here. We have a break and then it came back up. Nice support. Support is up here, but it did reject this level. Same thing's happening. Price keeps coming down, going up, coming down, going up. And then here, went down, went up. So this is a really interesting area that I definitely want to mark off. And then down here, nice support, all these rejections pretty much It looks like the opposite of this right here, where we have all these rejections to the top. We got a lot of rejections to the bottom. So definitely want to mark off that level. And this is looking good. So let's go to H2. And then let's go ahead and squeeze this in because now we're getting a lot more data and we have a lot more things to look at on the chart. So this top level still looks good. Ooh, I do see another level that I do want to mark off. So I do want to mark off this level right at 39,750, mainly because I could see price formed a resistance not once but twice and then it sold off tremendously. This is a really big move. If we measure this, this is a, wow, 583 points. That's insane. So I definitely want to mark that off because that could be a nice trading level, especially if I get some sort of candle confirmation above here and then I could buy it up to that level and then this would be another level. We're actually going to talk about that in a second because I don't see anything else really on this time frame that I want to change except for moving this level down to 38,750. This still looks good and this still looks good. So H1, let's do the same thing. Squeeze in our chart because there is so much data on the charts now. So I want to point your attention to this right here. So this is at 39,175. So if we look in this area, we can see that there are a lot of wicks. We see a lot of wicks with tiny bodies, a lot of rejections to the top side and to the bottom side. So this is a really contentious area, a really, really choppy area. And this has been chopping around. Well, this is pretty much all today, which is another reason why I did not take any trades on this market today. I took one trade on another market, same kind of chop. So I took my one trade, took my one loss today, and was out of the market, even though for the week I'm up. So that's the thing that matters. But I was just like not giving any more money away to the market. So, and this is really ugly price action here. So one thing I would do is I do want to mark up the bottom of this choppiness area. So I want to mark that off, and then I also want to mark off, I like to put a box for no trade zones on my charts. So that way when I see that, I know that this was a really crazy area, as we can clearly see here. But if we go below here, we can see that this is really clean price action. Here over to the left, we got solid bullish candles, and the market likes to balance itself out, so there may be solid bearish candles coming down in the future. So I definitely like to plan for that. Let me hit save so I don't lose any work. And yeah, so that's one thing I really want to point out to you all. So let's go ahead and reset and just zoom this out. Actually, zoom this in a little bit. So just taking a look at these other levels, we added this on the last time frame, still looks good in here. This thing right here, we just marked off. Let me drag that over a little bit just because it's too choppy. This is a nice support level still. This is still nice down here at 38,460. So my game plan for this upcoming week, I've been talking about it, but basically I want to see some sort of solid price action above here. And my first target, let's zoom this in because this is incredibly small. So my first target, if I decide to take that trade, because I'm looking at this above this level and I really don't like this either. But let's go like this. So probably wouldn't take any trades in here because this is super choppy. So let's extend this no trade zone. Just because this candle came up bullish and you're thinking, okay, it's going to continue going. But nope, strong bearish candle followed and then it continued to sell off. So this is known as a fake out. Can't anticipate it. It just happens inside of the market. And I don't want any parts of it. So basically what I would be looking for is for price above 39,218, maybe 220 zone, and buying this up. Actually, you have to clear these wicks as well. So once you clear these wicks, I mean, you can still take a trade if the candle is like this. At least I plan on doing that. But just know that these wicks may cause issues, but not as many issues as it would down here. So with enough volume, it'll push past that. So I would be looking for, let me make this smaller. I'd be looking for trades all the way up to this zone. This was that 583 point zone roughly. So that'd be a really strong zone to take a trade in. And then likewise on the downside, below this consolidation area, I would like to take price from roughly 39,000, 39,100 all the way down to 38,750. That will be a nice area. And then if price were to come down here, I would like to take the price from that level to this level. I know we skipped the top, so we're going back. One thing to note here, so we have these candles right here that did a whole bunch of rejections. You can see I have an alert there, but ignoring that, I would like to draw a minor level here just because price rejected not once but twice, three times with this wick right here. So there's a possibility that when price comes into this level, it may also want to bounce off and then go up. So this would be kind of like a cautious, really cautious area for me, and just know that it may not be a long-term trade, but down when it gets below this area, then it could be safer for it to go down to 38,100 roughly. So that's what I'm looking for on the downside. And then the upside, just to continue our work from before, would be from 39,760. Did I push it? Yep. Okay. All the way up to 40,000. So like I said, when we first started this video, price is not in this area at all, but it doesn't mean that it can't get there. US30 and similar markets with a lot of volume, a lot of volatility, anything is possible. So I like to have this game plan for it. And if you're not already following me on Instagram at Chart Confidence, then go ahead and follow, mainly because I share a lot of things that I learned throughout the week. I did have some really cool stories of trades that I took. I have no stories right now, or at least I should have one story. But anyway, I still have a couple stories up, and these are just tips and things that I learned throughout the week, and then things that just kind of pop into my head that I want to share with the world when it comes to learning how to trade. So go ahead, hit that follow button, and I will see you next time. Be sure to like and subscribe to this channel if you're not already. See you next time.